Hey guys, Nicholas Boquello here, back to another video. And if you're probably wondering, Nicholas, where have you been so long? We haven't seen you having a video. Now, I've been busy with scheduling for filming with the new Avengers fan film that I'm working on, also with this upcoming Star Wars fan film I'm working on, also working on the LEGO Star Wars special. Now, the LEGO Star Wars special is not getting canceled. It is going to be delayed for about a few months. Hopefully I can get it out before the episode finale of the Clone Wars and before the release of Rise of Skywalker. But yeah, I'll still have plenty of time. I'll try to call in some voice actors on via email or something like that. But yeah, I will be making sure to send it out soon. I'm hoping to make like a Lego Marvel special as well before Black Widow gets released. But yeah. Iron Man 1. Iron Man 1 was overall a really great film and a perfect start to kick off the MCU. It was very fun to watch. This was a very fun movie to watch when I was a kid. When I first saw this in theaters, even buying the merchandise and all. This was overall a really fun film, great special effects and all. The Iron Man armor is so good. It looks exactly like the one from the comics. And a little bit upgrade, but basically, yeah. I really like about how they've written off his character very well, more than he was in any other media. But yeah, this movie is overall really good. Definitely recommended to watch if you have not seen Iron Man, if you have not seen any of these kinds of MCU films at all, right over here. If you haven't like heard about the MCU, and if you're a comic book fan, and if you have not seen this movie yet, this is a must watch to watch the kickstart off of the MCU. The Incredible Hulk. Oh boy, The Incredible Hulk is basically like one of the most mediocre MCU films of all time. I mean, I remember when I first saw this poster and like getting the McDonald's toys. I don't know where they are now, but yeah. I don't have them anymore. I don't think so anyways. But yeah, The Incredible Hulk, pretty mediocre. I wish it could have done much better, but yeah. But at the same time, I do like the post-credit scene where we get to see Robert Downey Jr. again as Iron Man. And yeah, I wish it could have done much better. But this was the first MCU movie to not have a sequel, since most solo characters get like a lot of sequels. Since most MCU characters get sequels, except for the Hulk, of course, but he does appear in other MCU films. Captain America: The First Avenger. Overall, this movie was really good. It was definitely fun to watch. Setting up in a World War II in a superhero movie is very good, very good, and is executed very well. Yeah, this is really fun to watch. Great visuals, great action, and of course, a really great star, Chris Evans. He's a really great actor, and even though that he has not been that much in good films like the Fantastic Four movies, since those movies sucked, but yeah, the 2005 Fantastic Four movie was good, but well, mediocre at best. But yeah, overall this movie's really good, and definitely one of Chris Evans' best acting. Thor, mediocre. Now the Avengers. Now this was absolutely awesome. Joss Whedon did a really amazing job with making this film, putting this in the right way for a team-up film. First the solo movies, and then they come up with the team-up films. And yeah, then this was the first team-up film that I ever saw, and overall it shows that superhero movies can do team-up films very well, and thanks to Marvel and to Joss Whedon. Yeah, pretty good and pretty fun to watch. If you have not seen this, I would definitely recommend you to watch it. Captain America: Civil War. Overall, a really great film, and basically more better than Winter Soldier, but yeah, basically it's kind of a better conclusion to Cap Solo films, and I really like where we get to see Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Spider-Man is more better than he was in like the Amazing Spider-Man movies. But yeah, I'm glad that like Sony, Disney, and Marvel made a deal to put Spider-Man in the MCU. Overall, Captain America Civil War was really fun to watch. It has good writing, great character actions, great character interactions, arcs and development, and so on, yada yada yada. But yeah, great visual effects as expected from Marvel as always. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, overall a really great sequel. I can't wait for the third movie. Spider-Man Homecoming, overall a really fun MCU film to watch. Well, even though that it's not the best, but it's still really fun to watch. And Tom Holland does his great performance here as he was in Captain America Civil War. And of course, it gives out more of Peter's character. Overall, a really great Spider-Man solo film in the MCU, and a really great reboot. Much better than the Amazing Spider-Man trilogy. Black Panther, overall, it's a really fun MCU film, not like your ordinary superhero film, and it's overall really great, and it's giving out a really great message. Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, overall, two really great films, not like your ordinary superhero film as always. It's like how it begins about where every superhero movie has a happy ending, some do, but this movie, unlike any other MCU film, this movie has a very sad ending. But it does fix that up with Avengers Endgame as they go back in time with the quantum realm and fix everything. Overall, these two films are really great. Really good superhero flicks, not like your ordinary. I would definitely recommend them if you are comic book fans or if you have not seen this. Again, highly recommend it. Far From Home. Oh boy, this is a really great sequel. Much better than The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And yeah, a really fun sequel to Spider-Man solo films in the MCU. Not only that, it's also a good way to like start a new beginning and, well, kind of a better but also a really better conclusion to, well, not better, but a really good conclusion to the MCU's Phase 3, to Marvel's Phase 3 of the MCU. The three X-Men movies that have started it all, that have started the inspiration for the MCU, but also have started to expand more of the X-Men universe. X-Men 1, X2, X-Men United, and X-Men The Last Stand. X3 The Last Stand, of course. Overall, X-Men 1 was really great. X2, overall, it's really good. X3, not so much. Really bad, but I can see what it's trying to do. But yeah, too bad that Bryan Singer wasn't available to come back to direct this film, as he was directing Superman Returns. Bionicle, The Legend Reborn. Of course, the fourth Bionicle film out of the three Bionicle films. And are kind of sort of, well, not really, but it's been a long time seeing this film, but overall it's really good, even though that there were some flaws, but hey, overall it's very good. I really like the animation looks really nice. Cinematography, mediocre, but well, I will give it this, that the cinematography was alright at best, but yeah, overall really great CGI, great voice acting, great characters with Montanui on the cover. Montanui was my favorite, and hence that's why I got like the Bionicle figure that I always wanted, when I got it on my birthday. Star Wars Rebels, overall, the first season, a bit of the weakest, but at least it has some really mature and good parts. At least overall, Star Wars Rebels is a really great TV show. First season, pretty good, but by far the weakest, and even though that there are some flaws with the first season, it still has some mature moments in some way, and it's still pretty good. Titans Season 1. Overall, a really great season. Titans is overall really good. I like how mature it is. I can't wait to pick up the second season on Blu Ray. A really fun film in my childhood. The Alien and Predator movies. I liked the first Alien movie. The first one was overall pretty much fun and thriller. I liked the first Predator movie. Overall, pretty much fun. Arnold Schwarzenegger, best acting ever from him. Aliens, overall, really fun sequel. It does have a really great job on kicking action and all. The action kicked ass. And Alien 3. Well, Alien 3 was overall not as bad as everyone says it is. Characters are actually likable, and it has a really great, perfect story to Ripley's character. A really great conclusion to her character. And too bad Alien Resurrection ruined it. Predator 2, really much fun. I like Danny Glover's performance in the film, and I overall like the idea concept about the Predator in the city. Predators, I like how they expand more about the mythology of about predators, and of course the best action scenes that we have, the classic Predator fighting against the supernova Predator. Alien versus Predator. Well, the first one was not that bad. I mean, I thought it was good. The second one, Alien vs. Predator Requiem, pretty terrible, pretty bad. And I mean, like, the movie, we cannot see the whole movie. The screen was really dark, and the characters are unlikable and are underdeveloped. The movie made too much of a mess, and even made some outgoing, too far gruesome scenes that should have been like NC-17, like the Saw films. Bought it for the action figures. Put this on my display. Really great film, but also a good pilot, but should have been here on TV instead. But yeah, overall, really great film. Oh yeah, I remember this. I remember watching the Stuart Little films. They were a part of my childhood, and I remember getting this from my elementary school teacher. I really enjoyed getting this, and overall, it's a pretty great film. Very fun to watch. Too bad that this bombed at the box office, not making as much money as Sony expected would. But yeah, I wish it could have done much better. Walking with Dinosaurs. I don't know why I got this movie. I don't know why my brother got this movie at all. The 2003 Hulk movie. The first of the live-action Hulk film. Well, good visual effects, but not enough good story. Story was overall pretty well, I wouldn't say bad, but not good either. Pretty mediocre at best. I wish it could have done much better, but yeah, overall this is still kind of good about how we got like a Hulk film, but well, pretty mediocre though. I wish it could have done much better. This series was awesome, and I can't wait to see if they would make a second season for this. X-Men Origins Wolverine overall is pretty bad. Very terrible. One of the worst X-Men movies I've ever seen. One of the worst Marvel films I've ever seen. Of course, along with like The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Fan4stick. And of course, one of the worst comic book films I've seen as well. Along with Batman and Robin and many others. Prometheus was overall really fun. To watch. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, it was like Predator 2, but not that bad. Meanwhile, Predator 2, sure, there were some parts that were bad, but it's still good. Even though it's not that good, it was still pretty good, in my opinion. But yeah, overall, Prometheus was pretty good. I really like about how I gave that to my dad on Father's Day. Overall, really great Father's Day gift. Alien Covenant. Well, Alien Covenant was supposed to give us more of the answers, but we don't get them that much. But still, a really good movie. But the only problem I have with it is that I wish I could have given us more answers. But hopefully, with the third Alien movie, since Disney already bought Fox, hopefully that it does improve. Padawan Menace and Empire Strikes Out. Both are really great Lego animated funny shorts of Star Wars, and overall pretty good. And I was pretty much excited when I first saw them on Cartoon Network, and finally I got them on DVD. And overall, they were pretty much fun. They were pretty much fun to watch. I really like Padawan Menace and Empire Strikes Out. Really fun to watch, and yeah. Cult of Chucky. I thought that this was going to be a really great conclusion to Chucky's story, but it just seemed to be rushed and pretty mediocre in my opinion. Overall, not that really good. Big Hero 6. Overall, a really fun animated comic book movie, an adaptation to the Marvel comic, of course. Yes, before Big Hero 6 was a movie, and of course before it had a TV show, there was a comic book of the characters, and they did have crossovers with heroes like Professor X, the X-Men, yeah, Spider-Man, and some Spider-Man and some other heroes of the Marvel comics. But yeah, overall, a really fun film. Really great film to watch. Not great, but it was still really fun to watch. Batman Under the Red Hood. Overall, a really fun animated DC film to watch, and it's definitely one of the greatest. And I remember watching The Death of Jason Todd when I was a kid, and it just emotionally bring me to tears, and I was crying on that. Day. So yeah, but overall, still a really great film, and definitely recommendable if you have not seen this. Spider-Man 1, overall a really fun movie. Spider-Man 2, really good, probably much better than the first movie, but overall really good. The first movie brought back the superhero genre, and the second movie did way better. Overall, Spider-Man 2 is not like your average ordinary superhero movie. It's actually good, pretty much good per se. The best sequel ever, of course, along with Terminator 2 and others, of course. But yeah, definitely a really great sequel. Spider-Man 3, pretty mediocre. I wish it could have done much better, but at the same time, it does have a better ending and a better conclusion to the Raimi trilogy. Overall, a really great sequel, even though that it doesn't deliver that much, but the live-action setting and the CGI looks pretty amazing. I really like the designs of the superhero. I really like the superhero designs of the characters, and it looks really awesome. Definitely reminds me of Avengers, but of course a bit cartoony. Well, of course cartoony and all, but overall, this is still a really great movie. Even though it doesn't do that much, it's still a really good sequel in my opinion. Overall, a really funny comedy, and really good to introduce to like these video game characters, of course, that we know from our childhood, putting them into a movie. Overall, a really great concept. The Other Woman. Overall, this movie is good at best, in my opinion. Definitely really fun. I mean, the cast looked like that they had a lot of fun. Interacting with one another. Overall, a funny chick flick, but I wish it could have done much better, but still good.
What's going on? We should kick him in the balls.
Overall, a fun film at best. Fun, underrated film in my opinion. I will definitely probably be reviewing this in the future, but hopefully I will if I get the time. But yeah, funny at best as a kid, but now looking back at it, well, it does have some flaws. But hey, at least the acting is still good. Some parts are good, but yeah. Some people like this movie and some don't, but I absolutely love this movie. I wish it could have done much better, but overall, I thought the story was pretty amazing. The CGI looks really nice, and I really like about how dark and noir the CGI is. I hope that we get some more CGI films like this in the future, and I do hope that we're gonna get a sequel to this if that ever does happen. But Kevin Monroe, I think that he should make a sequel out of this. If a studio could help to bring this animation style back. Hopefully. I didn't have time to watch this movie, but my brother wanted to see it though. But yeah, I might review this someday in the future. Maybe not. It's been a long time seeing this movie, but overall, I thought that the Ratchet & Clank movie was overall pretty good. I wish it could have done much better, but yeah, still pretty good. But it did got me involved to play like the PS4 reimagining video game that I have right here. Overall, the PS4 reimagining is really good. I thought the story was good, but I wish it could have done much better. Even for this film, I thought the story was pretty amazing, but I wish it could have done much better. But yeah, overall, this movie's really good. Definitely recommend it, but wish it could have done much better. If you don't want to see it because of how bad this movie is, then that's fine by me. I thought this movie was pretty good. Freddy vs. Jason, overall, somewhat of an Alien vs. Predator like type that just simply failed. I don't know what about this movie at all, but I thought this was an okay movie. Both are really great Harry Potter films that stays true to the source material of the books. Overall, really great films. Mortal Kombat. Overall, Mortal Kombat the movie was overall really fun. Not the best, but still really fun. Now, just to be clear, I don't have like episode 6 on DVD, but I do have it on Disney Plus. But anyways, I have the original trilogy most likely on VHS. So for the bonus, I decided to just add these 3 since I don't have episode 6 on DVD and most likely on VHS, because I most likely just watch them on VHS instead. Overall, the original trilogy is overall pretty great, and it's definitely very fun. They're definitely very fun to watch, and I really enjoy them. Loved this movie as a kid, and I would definitely want to rewatch them again. Lego Hero Factory Savage Planet. Overall, I thought Hero Factory Savage Planet was a really great episode. Lego: The Adventures of Clutch Powers. I really like this movie, and it does give a lot of inspiration to the Lego movie. The Lego Batman the movie. Well, not to be confused with the Lego Batman movie, of course. Lego Batman the movie, DC Superheroes Unite. I thought it was pretty good. Pretty good overall. Overall, these three Lego films are pretty good. Clone Wars. Overall, Clone Wars was pretty good. The first season, even though that it was a little bit weak and a little bit kid-friendly, it still had a lot of mature moments, and it had some really great character arc moments. Clone Wars overall, the Clone Wars pilot movie overall, I thought it was pretty good as a kid, and I loved watching this as a kid when I saw this in theaters, and when I also got this on DVD when my dad got it for me, and we watched it over and over again for family night. I thought it was still pretty fun. Yeah, still pretty fun. Even though the Clone Wars movie was pretty mediocre, I thought it was still really fun. Daredevil. Overall, Daredevil was a pretty bad film. I can understand why this movie was bad. And the only thing I would recommend is the extended cut. The extended cut overall, it does make more sense. I have not seen it, but I heard that it does make a lot of sense. The theatrical cut, meanwhile, has a lot of plot holes, but I thought that Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner does give their best, and Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin, I thought he was really good as Kingpin, but overall, still, this movie deserves not that really good of a score. So yeah, overall, this movie is not that good. Heavenly Sword. Overall, I thought that this movie was pretty good. Alfred Molina does give his best on playing the villain, and the voice actress for Narco, I thought she did an amazing job as she did in the video game. And even though I only play a little bit of the video game is still really good, and the movie as well. I thought it was still enjoyable. Cars. Overall, I thought Cars was a pretty fun Pixar movie, and it's definitely one of my favorites out of there. It has great character moments, great character arcs, and great acting from Owen Wilson, Sally Field or something like that, but yeah, it has great acting from Owen Wilson and Paul Newman or Paul Hudson. I can't remember the name of the actors that much, except for Owen Wilson. But overall, it does have some really great acting, great CGI, and great character moments overall. This movie is really fun. This movie has the memes, but anyways, overall, it was pretty fun. I accidentally mistaken this for the first film, but even though I thought that the acting was pretty great, Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, and Lucy Liu do give their great performances, but everything else just sucks in this film. By the way, I thought that this was the first movie, but it turns out that it was a sequel. That's why it's gotten like full throttle and that. But yeah, overall, they do give their best performances, but mediocre sequel, and I got lost in the story. Short Circuit is overall a really fun film to watch. The acting is pretty good. I thought that the directing was pretty good. Johnny Five, very funny and likable character, and even so, this film was my childhood. I remember seeing this after when I saw WALL-E, and I got to see it, and overall it was definitely pretty much fun. Bionicle 1, 2, and 3 are overall really great films in this trilogy. This is a really great trilogy overall. Basically, I really enjoyed watching these films. I grew up watching these films, and it's been a long time seeing this, but I overall absolutely love these films. Bionicle 1, 2, and 3, really good films. Great cinematography, great animation, even though that the characters don't look like Lego. There are parts that do look like Lego, but overall it's really good. This is a very good film. These are very good films overall in my opinion. Bionicle 3 are basically like Bionicle 3 is basically like Revenge of the Sith, but with Bionicles, and it's Lego. But overall, these films are really good. They take themselves very seriously. I really like how they did a very good job with the story, and I would definitely want to rewatch them again. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Overall, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace is overall pretty mediocre at best. At least it was trying to do great. I don't have Episode 2. Well, I do have Episode 2 actually on DVD, but I don't know where the copy is right now. as of this point. I'm still trying to look for the copy of episode 2 that I got on Goodwill about a few months ago, but I don't know where it is right now. Hopefully it's around here somewhere in this room. But yeah, overall, episode 1, pretty mediocre, but was part of my childhood though. And just so you know, I don't have a copy of episode 3. I have it on Disney Plus, but yeah. Anyways, like I said, episode 2, I do have the copy of episode 2, Attack of the Clones, but as of right now, I don't know where the copy is, and I kind of lost it, so I don't know. Hopefully I can find it around the house. Hopefully it's around the house somewhere. Hopefully it's somewhere, somewhere around my family, like either at the yellow bag that I use to like watch a bunch of library videos and all. But yeah, Deadpool 2. Overall, Deadpool 2 was a really great sequel to the first Deadpool movie. I don't have the first Deadpool movie, I don't have this, but anyways, overall, Deadpool 2 is a really great sequel and definitely fun and enjoyable. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, pretty bad sequel at this point, and is basically proven about studio interference and all. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is pretty bad. Don't watch this movie. Really fun movie. Pretty mediocre, but it has some fun moments at best. And Mila Yankovic, she does a really great job. I thought the action and cinematography was cool. But yeah, overall, I thought it was really fun. Haven't seen this yet. I might need to watch this when I have the time. The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. I don't have Batman Begins. Most likely I just borrowed it from the library. But anyways, overall, The Dark Knight is a pretty great sequel. It has fun action, it has great character moments, great visual effects, and of course with great acting with Christian Bale and Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger's Joker is not like your ordinary comic book villain. Oh no. Heath Ledger's Joker is overall pretty menacing and pretty masculine and pretty sweetie more menacing, and Heath Ledger is on top of his roles, along with Christian Bale, Robert Downey Jr., Tom Maguire, Tom Holland, Hugh Jackman, and many other actors who play like superhero and supervillain roles. But yeah, The Dark Knight Rises, well, The Dark Knight Rises is pretty good, although it's kind of a bit weak, not as good as The Dark Knight or Batman Begins, but I still enjoy it overall. And I like Tom Hardy's Bane, by the way.
Think of the devil, and they shall appear.
Transformers 1 and 2, Transformers and Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Overall, I thought these films were pretty good as a kid. I loved these movies as a kid, but now looking back, I see about why some people just don't like it. But I like the visual effects and all. Plus, it has explosions on it, tons of visuals and explosions, and lots of action. I mean, if you want action, Michael Bay is your guy. I thought the Michael Bay Transformer movies were pretty awesome as a kid, but now I've seen them that they were pretty weekend. But yeah, it's Michael Bay. What do you expect? Overall, the best DCEU film that I have ever seen in the DC Extended Universe. Very good, very fun, like Captain America, but of course, a female version of Captain America, and of course, it's DC. Gal Gadot does a really great job on playing Wonder Woman herself, and I thought that the story was pretty amazing, and the World War II setting, like Captain America, is executed very well. Overall, this is a really fun DCEU movie, and if you're tired about films like Justice League, Batman v Superman, or Suicide Squad, etc., or Man of Steel, then this movie is a must-watch because this is overall really good. Overall, Wesley Snipes does a really great job with portraying the character Blade. This movie has a lot of great action, great story, great character moments, and with Wesley Snipes being the good role as Blade. I don't have Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows part 1, but part 2, I thought it was pretty good. Although it's been a long time seeing this, so I might need to rewatch this again, and I might do a review about this someday in the near future. I thought this was great to the Harry Potter trilogy, but I haven't seen this in about a while, so hopefully I can rewatch it someday so I can get ready for the third movie, if a third movie does happen, but I'm not sure because it's been a long time seeing this. The Lego Movie and the Lego Batman movie. Both these films are really good, and The Lego Movie got me an inspiration to do filmmaking, to do stop motion animation, of course, including with studios like Aardman and Leica. And the Lego Batman Movie got me an inspiration to get back into the stop motion industry. Two of these films are really fun Lego films to watch, and pretty cinematic and pretty good. I don't have the Lego Ninjago movie, but overall, I thought that the Lego movie was pretty amazing, and the Lego Batman movie pretty good. And the way about how they made it into both a comic book and a Lego movie, both a comic book film and a Lego film, is pretty amazing, and it's executed very well, and it's still enjoyable overall. The 2014 Ninja Turtles film, well, I thought it was okay at best. I don't have like the second movie, Out of the Shadows, which Out of the Shadows was just pretty poor and pretty mediocre. This film overall, okay at best. I got this for Lego, because I love Lego. But seriously, I thought it was a really great Lego documentary. I thought Jason Bateman did a really great job in playing the Lego stop motion character, and he did really amazing. Classic, and the one that got me inspired into filmmaking as well. Of course, along with Star Wars, Marvel, DC, etc. My childhood, but also another one of those films that got me into filmmaking as well. A classic film, very classic. Another really great, amazing film made by Leica. Is pretty enjoyable, pretty good, pretty funny, and fun at best. This is definitely the film that you should watch with your siblings and others, and definitely is the one that got me into filmmaking and the stop motion industry as well. Sonic SatAM and Sonic Underground. Like I said, both of these shows are really the best Sonic series out of all the Sonic shows. That, of course, along with like Sonic X and Sonic Boom. Man, the Lego Ninjago series is overall pretty great, and it does take itself very seriously. It has great character moments, great character arcs and all. Lego Chima, well, is pretty underrated, and not a lot of people really like this series, but I thought it was okay. But overall, Lego Ninjago, pretty much the best. Overall, I thought that this movie was pretty good, and they did a very good job with the adaptation of the Gotham by Gaslight storyline very well. I thought that they did an amazing job retelling the storyline in its own form, with adding characters like Selena Kyle, Dr. Hugo Strange, and many others that weren't from the comic book storyline. This is a pretty amazing DC animated film. Go watch it at this point. Overall, this movie was good. It was overall pretty good. I really like how the guys from Smosh, Anthony Padilla and Ian Hecox, made a cameo in this movie. I mean, I thought this movie was going to be bad and not as good as the Ratchet & Clank movie or any of the films I seen in 2016, but it was pretty enjoyable. Still enjoyable overall, but not as enjoyable as Ratchet & Clank, of course. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, overall a really fun movie that does adaptate the comic book storyline, although the movie doesn't feature the Inheritors in it, sadly, but I thought that it was pretty good, and I thought that they did an amazing job on writing Kingpin's character, where he wants to go back and he wants to bring another family from his dimension, from another dimension. I mean, he wants to bring back his family from another dimension, and the spiders have to try to stop him from using the collider, and if he uses the collider, he'll die, but Kingpin is willing to risk a chance for that. But overall, this movie is pretty dope. I thought that the characters were likable, the story is amazing, and the animation, oh boy, the animation looks really nice and does definitely look like a comic book, but also it kind of reminds me of Spider-Man, the new animated series. Pretty enjoyable overall, and if you're looking for this movie, go watch it right now. This is definitely amazing. I thought Watchmen was a good movie at best. I think it was overall pretty great. I thought that the characters were likable, the story was exciting and all, like in the graphic novel, and I really liked this film overall. This film, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Although I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's pretty good. Overall, Spider-Man the Animated Series is a really great animated series, and I really like about how they introduce the Spider-Verse in further seasons, and I also really like about how they introduce us to this Spider-Man where he's like iron and all. But anyways, yeah, it has great character arcs, great story, and I really like about how it connects to the Marvel animated universe with shows like X-Men the animated series and Iron Man the animated series, Hulk the animated series, and Fantastic Four the animated series, and many more. I thought that Spider-Man the animated series was overall pretty good, and I really like this. I really like the theme in the. I really like the theme in the. I really like the theme in the show. The theme in the show is pretty nice and pretty 90s like per se. This show is my childhood, and it is pretty good. Today, I would fully recommend it. Go watch it on Disney Plus right now if you can, or go get this on the DVD bootleg, because this is a DVD bootleg that I got for my trip to Rose City Comic Con. So if you have not seen it, I fully recommend it. Spider-Man Unlimited, even though the show was pretty underrated and not remembered by so many Spidey fans, I thought the show was pretty amazing. It was really good, and it's very fun to watch. I have not get this on. This was a bootleg version DVD that I got for my trip to Rose City Comic Con as well. So if you wanna see this show, go watch it right now. It's already on Disney Plus. Or if you wanna see this show on DVD, and if you don't have Disney Plus or Netflix or anything like that, I guess go to like your local Comic Con or your local DVD store that sells DVD bootlegs, and find this if you can. But anyways, yeah, pretty enjoyable overall. Overall, a really great show. Definitely very fun to watch. I like how it explores about how the Doom Patrol had a dark side, but they can still save the world and still faces those dark sides and all. Spawn the animated series is overall a really fun show to watch. I really enjoy the dark and noir style of this show. It's probably better than the Spawn movie that stars Michael Jai White, and overall pretty amazing TV show. Spawn is one of my favorite superheroes of all time in comics in general, and I can't wait to see him in Mortal Kombat 11 with Keith David reprising his role as the character. Young Justice Season 3. I don't have Season 1 or Season 2 on Blu Ray or DVD, but overall, Young Justice Outsiders Season 3, pretty good overall. I mean, I like about how the show changes through a lot, and now that they can show so many stuff that Cartoon Network has banned them to show, since this show is no longer aired on Cartoon Network, now it's aired on DC Universe. They can do whatever they want. Like, it can have cursing, it can also have like blood, gore, and it can show some adult conversations, including like sex related type stuff. But anyways, yeah, it can show like sex and all. But yeah, overall, pretty fun show to watch. A classic DC animated show that I have seen, Justice League Unlimited, and of course one of the best series in the DCAU Timverse era. DCAU Timverse era is basically with like shows such as Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Batman Beyond, The Zeta Project, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, and Static Shock. Overall, Justice League Unlimited is a pretty great show. Season 1 and Season 2 were pretty amazing. Overall, Justice League Unlimited, pretty great show, and I will fully recommend you if you have not seen it. But if you're gonna see it, you have to watch like Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, and etc. You know, like watch the shows that are connected to this universe. By the way, I'm currently like uploading like this video. I'm exporting it right now and uploading this video. But anyways, yeah. Think that's my DVD and Blu Ray collection. Now I know I might be missing some things. Yeah, like for example, like Star Wars Episode 2 and Episode 3. Like I said, I have Episode 3 on Disney Plus. But for Episode 2, I do have the DVD copy, but I don't know where it is, and I might need to find another one either online or either at the store. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hold on, let me get the camera right. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If so, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I will be possibly doing an update video on my Blu-ray collection. What is your favorite movie that I showed you out of this list? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. And thank you for watching. Hope to see you again. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.